Another great moment I remember in 1983 World Cup when Kapil scored 175 runs. At that time, you were there. Just wanted to know what was the atmosphere and how it felt like.
Yes, I was the only Indian commentator, you know, and there were other, biased commentators who never gave India a chance, and one of them being Henry Blofeld. And I just thought that, I had to fight my end for India, that, we have every chance of winning, in spite of, Zimbabwe sort of taking all those wickets. But when Kapil Dev came into bat, what an innings he played against Zimbabwe. I have never seen a better innings in my life. Phenomenal innings. And Hamari Tangupurthi being the only Indian commentator. So, I always give it as good as it gets. Give it back to the people who criticize us wrongly. So I was in a very high moment. He saved India's blushes. And of course, India won that match to qualify for the finals.
Great. And with that, another question comes in that since you were the only commentator from India commentating on that particular match, there are some people who were demeaning India because they were not considering them to really beat the teams in the World Cup stature. So, how was it like, and how were they dealing, like, how were they treating India basically in that particular World Cup?
Well, this is the thing. India were considered a third-rate team. Nobody gave India a chance of even qualifying, never mind winning the World Cup. So gradually when India beat West Indies, people started getting some confidence. And then again, beating the West Indies in the finals was a momentous occasion, me being the only Indian commentator. But I must tell you one thing. When India were about to win with just, West Indies were 9 down, and Brian Johnston, he was a great commentator, great man indeed. He said, Farokh, would Mrs. Gandhi declare a public holiday? She being the Prime Minister those days. I said, I have no doubt Mrs. Gandhi would be listening to our conversation and she will declare a public holiday. To my surprise and everyone's surprise, within 10 minutes we got a phone call through to BBC headquarters and onto the Lord's cricket ground in the commentator's box that Mrs. Gandhi has in fact heard your comments and declared a public holiday. Meri to hawa band ho gayi yaar, because Prime Minister listening to things. And when I met Mrs. Gandhi a few months later, she said, Farokh, thank you. You got me a few more election votes, she said, by reminding me to give a public holiday. Mazak mein bataya usne. So it was a wonderful occasion.